will you double Wolves defence this game week? The Elia Farah, probably said that wrong, but the likelihood of me doubling up on Wolves defence this week is quite high. It's actually nothing to do with the fixture. The fact that they've got Watford at home, I think Watford are capable of scoring. I know Wolves defence have looked very good. The main reason I am looking at doubling up on Wolves defence is because, and in case anyone didn't know, 85 points last game week. Average was 50, game week rank 60,355th. Overall rank is now 47,116th, just to get that out the way. But I need to get rid of Holebas. Now, at one point I could have got Doherty and got quite a bit saved on the actual difference there, but that ship has sailed, unfortunately for me. I'm still completely capable of making that switch, but it no longer makes me any cash. He does seem to be the one for me in that kind of price bracket that looks the best option, other than potentially Johnny. I could go Johnny, but I think that's just being different for the sake of it. I don't actually think Johnny is going to outscore Doherty. Doherty is the highest scoring defender under 5 million. Bolly is actually doing very well as well, but for me, it's between these two, and I think Doherty is the better option. Holebas, just too yellow card prone for me. So the transfer that makes the most sense for me right now is Doherty. Fixtures, not great here, but then it is a bit chop and change, but Wolves have generally looked decent. So that would mean Bennett and Doherty in the side, but that's only because I need to do something about Holebas, and I wish I kind of made the transfer last game week, because then I'd have got his points from last game week. But I think it's time Holebas left and Doherty came in. Then after that, Bennett may change. But to be honest, Bennett and Wan-Bissaka, they were brought in to be bench fodder, really. So is there anyone better at that price bracket than Bennett to be bench fodder? I'm not really sure there is. Yeah, no one is standing out that is scoring any points. And to be honest, if that's the case, then yeah, I probably will be doubled on Wolves defence for the foreseeable future. Would I double up on Liverpool defence given the fixtures? Probably not, because I just like to cover my bases. You never know. Cardiff and Huddersfield could score one random goal, and then that's 2 clean sheets wiped out. If it works, it's great. If it works and you've doubled up on a defence, it's fantastic. But I've said this before, I don't like spending a lot of money doubling up on defence. I have no problem with it if it actually helps my budget, if it's quite cheap to double up on a defence. So, for instance, Doherty and Bennett is a lot cheaper doubling up than Trent, Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. It could work out really, really well, but I just don't like to risk it when that much money is involved. So for me, I would not double up on their defence. I'd rather spread my bets and have a Tottenham defender, a Man City defender, a Chelsea defender, just in case they also get points. Or Chelsea or Liverpool clean sheet wiped out, but then I get a clean sheet from Tottenham. So I prefer to spread my bets, especially at this point in the game. Robertson or Arnold now? As far as I'm aware, isn't there a risk of... No, as far as I can tell, there's no risk of Trent Alexander-Arnold not playing. Everyone is worried because he had a bad game against Napoli. And then he wasn't played against Man City. Gomez was played on the right instead. So everyone's worried now. The way I see it is, I think Klopp's made the decision that if they're playing teams that have decent attacks, then Gomez will probably play on the right because he's more defensively solid. I think when you've got Huddersfield and Cardiff in the next two, I don't see you not playing Trent Alexander-Arnold. I see Klopp looking at those games thinking, I'm going to need to go and win these games because I can't drop points at these games, so I need goals. And Trent Alexander-Arnold is the one that's going to bring that. As far as Robertson or Arnold, completely depends on your budget, of course, your team build-up, squad build-up. If you got the money for Robertson, then it is an issue. Do you bring in Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold? If you don't have the money for him, Trent Alexander-Arnold is a very capable player to be bringing in anyway. As far as their actual stats, if I can bring up Robertson and Trent. Okay, so Heatmap wise, very, very similar. Robertson is actually, in a stats summary, 67% better to 33. 7 key stats to 3 key stats in favour of Robertson. Trent Alexander-Arnold has got 3 yellow cards so far. Robertson's got 0. As far as goals, neither of goals. It's 2 assists to 1 in Robertson's favour. Minutes per pass received. Robertson is getting slightly more of the ball, 1.5 minutes per pass received to 1.7. Goal involvement is higher, 13% to 7. Bonus point baseline, which is what they figure out who gets bonus points and who doesn't. Robertson is actually higher on that score, 127 to 74. Minutes per attempt on goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold is better. Robertson has had 2 attempts on goal in 8 games. Trent has had 6. So if Trent could start converting some chances, then the debate would change. But right now, Robertson seems the better option. As far as minutes per chance created, it's then 12 to 5. So you're getting more chances created by Robertson. And if you look at Liverpool's attack and how it can suddenly just like absolutely blow up and score loads of goals, potentially right now Robertson is the better choice. If Trent starts to score, and that's what he needs to do to be in the debate of being a better pick than Robertson, then definitely Trent was better value for money. But he just needs to score as many times as Robertson is assisting, and it's a must do, must change if that ever happens. But right now Robertson is the choice.